All right. Episode number 5. Inside the OMG. Hope you're having a great week. How's your week going, Kelley?
It's going all right. It's been hot recently.
Yeah?
Noticed that. Feels like LA again.
I know. It was hot over the weekend. Although it's supposed to be like in the 60s throughout the week.
Finally comes down. It was getting a little out of control there for a second, for like 3 days. But I've been all right. How are you?
Doing well. D, how you doing?
Good. I'm good.
It's good to be back. I can't believe we've done 4 of these episodes, and this is our 5th one.
Yes, sir.
5 Tuesdays in a row. We're going to keep this thing going. Yes. So, we've got Chip's here. My dad is here, which means my mom is here. Beth is here. We've got a party. Speaking of parties, we're going to kick this off with a song that we wrote a few years ago and had an opportunity to record it with a producer named Joe Solo. So Joe has worked with
Macy Gray?
Macy Gray.
Yep.
That's right. He co-wrote a song with her and produced her early stuff. And I think he worked with Fergie. He did something with Michael Jackson back in the day. And then he worked with us. So this is a song that basically you don't need to wait until New Year's Eve to have a good time. You can party anytime.
Super accurate.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can use this song as your soundtrack. We're going to kick this thing off right now. It's called New Year's Eve. All dressed up and on the go. Beautiful night, wearing the flow. Looking good, Hollywood and Vine.
So fine.
Forget tomorrow, now's the time.
Disco party, Twilight Zone. Disco party, Twilight Zone.
It's a throwback, we can go. David Bowie, super freak. Looking, feeling sexy chic. It's a night of make-believe.
Dance like
New Year's Eve. I can feel it, ain't gonna stop. New Year's Eve. I'm not waiting on the ball to drop. New Year's Eve. Gonna party like it's 99. New Year's Eve. In the middle of a good time.
let's go.
It's a night of make-believe. Flashing back, let's take a trip. We rocked it on the Sunset Strip. With my crew we got around. Back in the day we all got down.
Disco party, Twilight Zone. Disco party, Twilight Zone.
It's a throwback, we can go. David Bowie, super freak. Looking, feeling sexy chic. It's a night of make-believe.
Dance like
New Year's Eve. I can feel it, ain't gonna stop. New Year's Eve. I'm not waiting on the drop. New Year's Eve. Gonna party like
Let's
it's
party.
99. New Year's Eve. In the middle
everybody
of a
get
good
up
time.
and down.
Been too long since we've been gone.
We grew up
And moved on. But we got tonight, and it's alright. We can dance till the morning light. Party Twilight Zone.
Disco party, Twilight Zone.
It's a throwback, we can go. David Bowie, super freak. Looking, feeling sexy chic. It's a night of make-believe. Been too long, we've been gone. We grew up and moved on. But we got tonight, and it's alright. We can dance till the morning light. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. I can
Yep. In the middle of a good time.
Woo!
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So I want to switch gears here, and I want to talk about that time.
Oh,
That time.
what are you talking about?
That time
Reading my stuff.
we were on tour, and we were going all the way across the U.S. from California to Florida.
Is that the Florida run?
This is the Florida run.
Okay.
Mhm. And we were on our way. We were. It was actually St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, really? It
March
was?
17th.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And we had 2 shows that day.
That explains it.
We were in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest.
Austin.
And we had we played during the day on 6th Street. I don't remember the venue. I think it was, I don't know.
It was a bar.
Yeah, it was a bar on 6th Street. And it was the middle of the day, and there was a lot of people drinking. What a surprise. And so we were scheduled to play an event that night as well at a place called Gypsy Lounge.
Ooh, that's close.
Yes.
Got it.
So Gypsy Lounge, this was like a 10 o'clock show, and we had actually,
Which is early for that.
yeah,
That's
for
an early
yeah, it's an
show
early
for-
show.
for
but
South
it
by.
was I remember I think we were already that wasn't a scheduled show. I think we had finished our
We jump on.
day show, and we got a
Right.
call. Hey, right?
Oh,
we
probably.
Did our day show.
Yeah.
And then we got a call saying, "Hey, do you guys want to do the South by event at Gypsy Lounge?"
We had, right?
We were supposed to play the next day also,
Yeah, it was
which
the next day.
we didn't play the next
Right,
day.
that's what it was.
But we were supposed to play the next day.
Uh-huh.
And so this is what happened. We're firing away the Gypsy Lounge. We had a great set. And I had to go back to get the van. And we had parked a few blocks away.
Well, kind of in from the main street. It was like a block up.
Right.
And kind of half a block in or something
But
like that.
it was like, there was kind of, I don't know, it was around a park, or there was residential, like soccer fields, and
But it was packed.
cars were everywhere. Yeah,
Because there was no park. There's no parking in
Right.
Austin necessarily. so-
It was packed. It's packed. So I go and I'm walking to get the van. It's about 11:15 at night. And I get up to it and I see broken glass. And I think, oh, no, don't let that be our van. Hopefully it's not our van. But it was our van. Our van had been broken into, and it looked like they had taken a crowbar or something, because the windows kind of towards the back of the van, they were dented in because they were treated glass.
Right.
And but the passenger, the front passenger window just shattered. And it was a smash and grab, and they grabbed Dee's backpack. And it had some things in it.
Yeah.
It had some things in it.
Had some things.
That was a sad day. Computer, passport,
Oh, the
because we
passport.
needed our passports because we had played in Mexico a few days earlier at Rocky Point. So that, and I remember having to make that phone call to you. That was not good. That was so not a good moment. After a really fun day of shows, and then, hey man, I got really bad news. So then that was an ordeal, having to, we had to strategically park the van until we could get the windows replaced, which didn't happen until Florida, I think. Or no. Was it Florida or Texas?
Yeah.
Because I know we did like a Dallas show, and
It was a
then,
couple nights.
but there was a few nights.
Did you do? I thought it wasn't until Florida, until you actually got it.
Till we got it fixed? Yeah, probably so. Yeah, because there was, I know we stayed with Todd in Florida and might have had, the repairs done there. But it was the best of times and it was the worst of times.
We just rode around with an open window, didn't we?
We did. And then we had to park it, we just had to, I don't know if we put it, like the towel trick.
Right.
Sometimes you'll see cars with the towel covering the window, and I don't remember exactly.
I think we did that a couple times. Yeah, it became, and so we didn't play the next day in Austin.
Right, we didn't do the next day in Austin.
And then we were traveling.
But then we did the Frallo's Pizza, San Antonio. Remember, it was like right at the intersection of two freeways, and there's this grass strip, and there's a restaurant, and this big stage outside with lots of tables and
it's beautiful, actually.
Yeah,
I think someone was having a wedding party.
It was,
if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that. So we came and we did our thing, but I remember, and we were able to park our van right behind the stage,
right,
so that we knew that we were all right. So that kind of worked out. But yeah, that time our van was broken into, and since then I've kind of been tracking the Austin kind of indie bands, and whenever Music Week happens, there's always 5, 6 a day, 7 vans. We're just easy targets. Bands from out of town coming in, they got their van.
Well, you're driving a white passenger van through that with California plates in Austin during the middle of South by week, and it's like
easy target.
Yeah, you might want to leave somebody in there,
right?
Or something.
Yeah.
So
you might, yeah.
It made sense in hindsight. We should just get different plates for different states.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if that's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Or if I
but it is smart.
Decided to do that on the internet, but
that is smart.
It's a video on the internet.
As soon as we cross state line, just hold on.
Just swap
Texas plates.
Swap the plates.
Then we're local.
Yeah.
And hopefully
super local.
That won't happen. Although we did,
really great idea.
We played Austin last year, and it was fine.
Honestly, has not ruined harshed my buzz of Austin.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
It was a one-time deal. However, it wasn't your laptop.
That's true.
Or your passport.
That's true. No,
so I think
not wrong.
I think we're asking the wrong guy
You're not wrong.
how he feels about Austin.
It felt like an initiation. Like just a little hazing. Not a lot. Just all right. Everybody gets one.
Well, we earned it.
We earned it.
We're done. We're done with that.
We're done with that.
We're done with that. All right, we got some
Bulletproof
people.
glass.
Got some people in here. Want to say hi to Iris and Brian and Shannon. And hey, look, Dee's in here. How about that? 2 places at once.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You're slick.
It's magic.
You're slick. So speaking of D and that trip,
Oh my.
that tour brought us to Florida. And this next song we want to set up. Wow. I never imagined that our material was so controversial.
I learned a lot about Florida on that trip. A ton. And I'd have my preconceived notions, and some of them were founded.
Yeah.
During that trip.
So we were, was it Sarasota? Is that, no. Pensacola? No.
No.
Why is my mind trying to remember where we
It's
were?
in there?
It's there. But we were on the western side of the state. So on the Gulf side.
Right.
And we did was it 2 sets or was it a couple bands?
It was at least 2. We might have done 3.
We were doing 2 sets.
But
we did 2 sets.
We changed it to 2.
Okay. All right.
So we were making it up on the fly.
Yeah. All right, it was good.
More than usual.
It was good though. And we had a good reaction, good response to the material. And then we set up this song. So first of all, Dee, tell us about this song, and then we will talk about what happened.
Okay, so the lyrics for this song came about. I mean, it's just kind of that thing when you're dating, and and the girl you're dating, let's just say she's got a lot of energy. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, nothing bad.
Right, just
She's
a lot
just
of fun.
She wants to go and do stuff, and so the perspective is that this guy he just isn't ready for all of that yet. He wasn't prepared for all of that, and so he just kind of he's having a little bit of a freak out, but it's all good. She's a good girl.
It's a good relationship.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right?
We've all been there.
So we write this song.
You know.
It's fun. It's an energetic song, and we go to set up the song. And the song's called "Hard to Tame."
I don't even remember.
It's called "Hard to Tame," and she couldn't have been older than 21. The girl at the venue.
What? That's offensive.
Nameless, faceless.
Like, what?
Don't remember her face.
Offensive?
Don't remember anything about
And then all of a sudden, it just, like, this thing blew up. And all of a sudden, she starts shouting, and she's offended. And the bartender chimes in, "Hey, this establishment, we're all for equal rights." And we're like, where is this going?
By the way, it helps to reference that the bartender, my recollection, was a thin Gene Shalit.
He did have an amazing mustache. I mean, like the curly Q.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Some of you in the room will respect a young Gene Shalit reference. That's who I heard saying we respect women here, and I was like, hey, okay, you're right. I can't. I'd not heard you speak up to this point.
And we weren't arguing that point. So then after, I don't know, it seemed like 5 minutes of this thing going on. It probably was about 30 seconds, but it felt like a long time. We all looked at each other stunned. Let's just play the song.
And we played it. We definitely did it.
So here is what got Florida all up in arms. It's called "Hard to Tame."
I think I'm going insane. Chasing this girl is a pain. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Gotta get the message through. She is the link in my chain. I need her to calm down, but you can't tie her down. She keeps on spinning around and around because
This girl, she's hard to tame. This girl,
like a burning flame.
this girl, she's hard to tame.
She's so fine I can't complain.
Whoa, this girl, she's hard to tame. This girl,
She has no shame.
this girl, she's hard to tame.
She's so fine I can't
Whoa,
complain. Her passion's always on 10. No matter where, how, or when. She is a sultry freak, a beauty to my beast. She makes me want it again. Yeah. And likes to be free.
this was the hell out of me.
I'm begging on bended knee, because
This girl, she's hard to tame. This girl,
like a burning flame.
this girl, she's hard to tame.
She's so fine I can't get
Whoa, this girl, she's hard to tame. This girl,
She has no shame.
this girl, she's hard to tame.
She's so fine I can't get
Whoa, she's got me intoxicated. I'm a fool that she created. Black and white, it's simply stated. Cover girl on Sports Illustrated. She's so fine, I can't complain. Ain't
girl that can do the same. She's so rack my brain. Train. She's got me intoxicated. I'm a fool that she created. Black and white and simply stated. Cover girl on still straight. She's so fine I can't complain. Ain't no other girl that can do the same. Ain't no other girl. Rack my brain. Gotta move fast. Like, this girl, she's haunted. This girl, she's like a burning flame. This girl, she's haunted.
She's so fine I can't
Oh, this girl, she's haunted. This girl,
She has no shame.
this girl, she's haunted.
She's so fine.
Oh, this girl, she's haunted. This girl,
Like a burning flame.
this girl, she's haunted.
She's so fine I can't
Oh, this girl, she's haunted. This girl,
She has no shame.
this girl, she's haunted.
She's so fine I can't
Oh,
So fine I can't
oh. And I think
And then I think they were okay.
it all
afterwards.
worked out.
I kind of remember.
It all worked out. I think she left, huffing and puffing. I think she walked out, but then everybody else kind of cheered even louder than they had before,
It's possible.
and we were back in business. It was fine.
Gene was really nice at the end of the
It all-
night.
yeah,
I think about him every
he
once in a
was.
while,
Yeah.
He was good. I miss
So-
you, Gene.
So that all worked out.
Escape name.
But we were really stunned by the controversy that apparently we created.
I think that's the only time we've ever been like vocally protested before playing anything. I can't remember any other time that people were like, "No, no."
Nope. That was the first and only so
Yeah.
far that we were offensive.
So
Yeah.
we'll try harder next time, I guess.
But it all worked out. So I'm going to make an announcement here.
Announcement.
Please.
Announcement.
Post your questions. We are going to get to a Q&A segment a little bit later in the show.
Please.
So go ahead and put your questions in there now,
AMA.
and we will get there.
We'll get there. Put them in now, though.
Put them
Think
in
of
now.
Put
Yeah,
them in.
Put them in now.
And our intern will vet them.
Yep. So, hey, Jen from Alaska's back.
Hi.
Excellent. Joe is here. My cousin Sarah's here. Neil Walker. What's up, Neil?
Late over there.
All right. Where is it late?
All these people in Alaska.
No, it's not that late.
Are they in our time zone?
They're actually an hour, right? It's 6:30 there.
In the morning? No.
No. Just,
Behind. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
just behind.
Oh, they're
But
behind
we
it.
do have some East Coasters, which it's 10:30 for them.
Staying up late.
Staying up late.
Staying up late.
Yes. So,
We appreciate your patronage. You know?
yeah.
I appreciate you staying up late and partying with us while we all digest our dinners over here. You guys are on to midnight snacks over there.
Well, I haven't had dinner yet, so I.
Oh, I have.
I have not.
Yeah,
I had
that's
it-
going to be after.
I had it in the car.
After the show. After the show.
I'm
So,
about eating dinner in the car.
Yeah?
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's mostly an LA thing or if
Okay.
the rest of the country does
Yeah,
it,
no,
but I'm
that's-
about it.
Okay.
What
What was on the menu tonight since
was-
we're on dinner?
Oh, it's leftover pizza.
Okay.
It was leftover pizza.
Okay.
My wife was out of town this last weekend, and so I had to feed me and the kids. So it was definitely a Domino's
Perfect
night.
meal.
Yeah. I ordered enough for the three of us, not keeping in track that one of us wasn't there. So I was like, "Oh,
Extra.
I'm set till like Thursday. This is fantastic." But yeah. I saw one time a woman eating a salad in a car here in LA.
Okay.
I
While
told-
driving?
Oh yeah, plate and fork and everything.
While
And
driving.
I-
Salad. That's difficult to pull off.
It was. I don't know if I respected it, but I was definitely fearful of it.
Okay.
That's when I thought it had gone too far. It was when McDonald's salad is really popular. Not the salad shakers, if you really want to go back and date yourself. Those are crazy. Someone reminded me of that at work.
Salad
I was like,
shakers.
I forgot they had those.
I don't even. That's a McDonald's thing?
Oh, I'll show you the YouTube video.
Okay.
later.
I don't even know about this
You
salad
can
shaker.
find it online. Salad shaker.
Were you aware of the salad shaker? Yeah.
See?
Okay. I was sleeping on it.
When you
I
see it
missed it.
again, it'll come right back to you. I promise.
All right.
All the sepia tones and everything, it'll come
Okay.
right back to you.
It'll hit me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
I don't think
happened.
they were good, but
Okay.
yeah, we had them.
All right, so we're going to move along to the next segment. a band we did a gig with.
Yeah.
We did a gig with one of our favorite bands, Living Color.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was a really fun show. That was a couple years ago. We played with them at the Coach House, San Juan Capistrano, California. And I remember specifically when I first saw that music video for Cult of Personality. That was, I saw that, and Corey Glover in his spring suit, his body glove wetsuit,
Yeah.
and just went, that's the band. That's the band I want to be in.
You think he wore
Yeah.
it before showing up to the music video?
Um,
I like to think that he did.
yeah, I would imagine he just,
That he got out of his car.
he got out of his car,
Went
like,
straight to set.
and they went, oh, I guess he's like, yeah, I'm
3, 4.
Just straight into it. That's the way I want to believe it.
And they just went right into it. They better have the cameras rolling because we're in it.
Here he goes. That's what I
So that was really fun. Not to mention Vernon Reed. I think we touched on this a little bit ago, but Vernon Reed's pedal board, he's the guitar player in Living Color, in case you don't know. His pedal board is ginormous. It's huge. It's like 5 times the size of what I have and what Kelley has. It's like the 2 of our pedal boards times 3.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's something like that. I think I promised a picture a few episodes ago, but I will find the picture. I'll post it of our pedal boards next to Vernon's, and it's a spaceship.
It is. It is. It's a spaceship.
He's got lights, and I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and also he had his laptop that he was triggering sounds.
Right.
As well as his analog pedals. So he had a whole thing. But the show was really fun. They were really, really nice. Really good guys. They hung out after. They signed memorabilia for people. Took pictures. You know, sometimes you'll do shows with some bands that have some fame and they don't want to be bothered. And that wasn't them. They were really cool. And they hung out for as long as people wanted to hang out. I mean, they weren't in a rush to leave, and they weren't annoyed. They weren't irritated. They were happy to be there and happy to hang out, shake everyone's hand, take pictures. It was fun. And they were great. Great show. Really, really fun. Great players. So I think they're touring again this summer, right? So if you have not seen a Living Color show, it's a must. Must see. Go check it out. It's fun.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. We met new people.
These are heavy hitters.
It was a good night for sure. Anything you want to talk about in regards to that night and what you remember?
No, I mean, I think you covered it. I just think it's just one of those cool things where, you know, when you're a young musician and you know you see a band or an artist on TV that really blows you away and impresses you and makes a mark on you, and then for you to be able to share the stage with that band, it's a big freak out. And like you said, they were gracious and really cool and complimentary to us as well, and you know, and they didn't have to be, you know, but you know, so it was really cool. It was just, you know, and I remember at the time because they were doing, I think they were promoting their live album,
Right.
and so that was really cool. And they're just, like I said, they're a great live band, and the subsequent albums since then have been great, and they've just always been just at the top of their game. So if you do get a chance, go see Living Color. Definitely, for sure.
All right. Next song.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We're cruising. We're setting up the next song that we're going to play. So we do have a new album we're going to release in 2019. And
Yeah, well, you just timestamped that.
we are. Boom! It's going to happen. 2019. We got 3 more songs to go. And we're done. And this is one of the songs that will be on this new album. And it features D. And in case you didn't know...
I'm doing a lot lately.
In case you didn't... Well, you know.
I thought I was the drummer.
Well, remember, you're the reason why we went to Alaska. Because you're the drummer that sings. I covered that last week.
I love that that's like a point
I'm
of blame
sorry,
now.
I missed that.
I love that we can blame you for that now. That's so cool.
That's why we won.
What a weird humble brag.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
Yeah. So, in case you haven't noticed, we do have... there's a common thread among a lot of the songs.
The new songs.
A lot of the new songs, a lot of the old songs. I don't know. I might have to say 75%, and that's being low.
That's low.
That's being low. I just want to think that we have some other material, other things we like to talk about.
We do, but
Yeah.
we don't play those songs.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
Actually, you're right.
We got plenty of them.
We do have a
just
lot of
don't-
those.
We don't play them.
We don't play them.
All right, well, don't say it. It sounds worse when you say that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So,
Supply and demand.
which I did listen to a Lionel Richie interview, and he talked about
Hey.
all of his songs are about love. Which, hey,
Dancing on the Ceiling is about love.
Well,
okay, you picked the you picked the one. You picked the one that's not.
What a feeling! Come on. I'm not even. All right, I'll
Okay.
get to that later. I'll get to my Lionel Richie chunk later.
All right.
I got minutes on that.
So, go ahead, D. Since you penned the lyrics on this one, go ahead and set up this joint.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It is strong,
It is.
and you're about to see how strong it is. This is the
All right,
best part
all
about
right,
me
so-
having control over camera.
He's starting to. This is what he sounds like.
So
when he's
I
on
can just
tour.
I can flip around and go,
This-
hey, so here's something awkward. Boom.
These are the kind of things he says on tour. He's nearly in tour mode right now.
Nearly in tour
Nearly.
mode. All right, go for it.
All right. So.
Set it up.
I don't even. Look, this isn't rocket science here.
That's a different song.
That's a different song.
Def Leppard wrote a song called Rocket.
This is a new intro I've never heard us do before.
This is a good one. Well, we finally have time to do intros. We have time to actually set up songs without being, come on, song.
Our rehearsal is never this rigorous. Never.
No, it's horrible. We gotta fix that.
It's not horrible.
Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, we're
Back to
sorry.
you, D.
Back to the song. So basically, this is just a typical male overture to his woman about their lovemaking.
Overture.
And that's kind of basically it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's called We Make Love. So, kidding. Hello. Yeah. Here we go. Does me like you do. Does me like you do. We were warned when we were younger that it felt like thunder. We were told to avoid the storm. But who can resist? Put on your rain slick. Get lost in the clouds of a form. It's a wedding night, or maybe even after a fight. It doesn't really matter. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
We made love, my mind gets lost in you. When we made love, I know our love is true. We made
get high from the touch of you. When we made love, nobody does me like you do. Doesn't matter if it's morning or night. When I'm with you, it just feels right. Body and soul, they become as one. You see, your smile really turns me on. Now that the foreplay has begun, heated passion burns like the sun. Feel the sweat dripping down off my brow. Craving your body, it's about to go down. Creeps of passion, I heard all around, heard all around. We made love, my mind gets lost in you. We made love, I know our love is true. We made love, I get high from the touch of you. When we made love, nobody does me like you do. In your eyes, there's a feeling of ecstasy. Fire between you and me. In my mind, there's a feeling of ecstasy. All my life, I need your body next to me. I need your body next to me. We made love, my mind gets lost in you. We made love, I know our love is true. We made love, I get high from the touch of you. We made love, nobody does me like you do. My mind gets lost in you. We made love, I know our love is true. We made love, I get high on the touch of you. Well, we made love, nobody does me like you. You do. Does me like you do. The way you touch me. Does me like you do. The way you hold me. The way you kiss me. Does me like you do. The way you know. Does me like you do. And there it is.
It's on the new album. Coming out in 2019. TBD. All right.
Woo!
We're cruising along. And it's time for our Q&A segment.
Qua.
Q&A. So, D, you can probably see other questions, but I'm going to kick it off with a question from my brother, who could not be here.
From the email bag.
Yeah, from the email bag. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an email address,
Yeah, we do.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know it offhand, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's oliomusic.com.
Right. So you could send an email to iwantmore@oliomusic.com.
Oh!
See, even our email is sexual.
I want more.
Well, that's where you took it.
email.
That's where
That's
you
why I
took it.
always take it.
What? Fact.
All right. So, first question
From Bronco.
from Bronco. Growing up, Was there one song in particular that got you into music? Which song was that, and did it make you want to learn your instrument?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
Sure.
Listening.
The last time you went to Brazil, what did you see first?
A. B.
Why are you reading it like it's the Newlywed Game show? Okay.
Growing up, was there one song in particular that got you into music? Which song was that? And did it make you want to learn your instrument?
Wow.
I will start because I did cheat because obviously I printed out
He had research.
the email.
He had time.
So I had 2 songs that got me hooked on playing guitar. And so interestingly, the first one, okay, there's a band called, ready?
That's the name.
Focus,
Oh, okay.
with a song called Hocus Pocus.
Nope. I'm out.
Dude, really, you got to check this band out. Serious rock guitar. The guitar player's name is Jan Ackerman. He's doing Eddie Van Halen before Eddie Van Halen. Like, he's ripping. And that's 1972 or 1973.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right?
Wow.
And this band, they're...
Where are they from?
Well, they're Scandinavian.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 And it's a 4-piece band: guitar, drums, bass, and organ. And the organist is the singer. And this song, you ready to have your mind blown some more?
I don't know.
Instead of singing, he's yodeling. I know it sounds
I
weird,
gotta be honest. You're pitching this hard. You're throwing fastballs.
but
tonight.
I gotta tell you, look up Hocus Pocus by Focus. I love that. Hocus Pocus
And that was
by
Casey Kasem.
Focus. Right. It's
Did
awesome.
Did you?
And did you see the movie Baby Driver?
No, but I know of it.
So it's in that.
It's in
film
that
as
movie.
well. It is.
Oh, check that out.
It is. Oh yeah, and it's a rockin' song.
And you heard it in 70. Did you hear it?
I was introduced. My cousin introduced me to Focus,
Okay.
and I was into disco and I was into pop and I was not into rock. And you need to check. So he's the one. He was like, you need to listen to Pink Floyd, and you need to listen to because I started like, I kind of want to like play guitar and. I was kind of fumbling around. Okay, listen to this guy.
There's a very interesting. I'd be curious to see what all our answers are. But there's a very interesting like overlap of like an older brother, an older like cousin of some sort, like an older family member who passes music down to you. And I'm sure many of us in our own ways like have those kind of stories. But those stories are always like very interesting because I think we can stumble onto our own ideas. But every once in a while, you get a collection like somebody in our lives, either like at a record store or like in our lives was like, you need to listen to this album. And you're like, are you bullying me into this? Like, just do it. That used to be what record stores were about. You would go in and you'd be like, oh, what's new? What's cool? And the dude behind the counter, who you assumed was a burnout, was like, you need to listen to this band. It's like, all right. And you'd bring it home and freak out your parents. But he was right. I should have listened to Cream earlier and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's like that. So on your way to work tomorrow, fire up Hocus Pocus. I'm telling you.
That feels like an internet trick to search that term.
I'm telling you, it's really good. That was first song. Second song, Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child. And that was what I just went, I got to do that. That was amazing. So, there you go. That's me. Kelley.
I was just. This is kind of interesting. It wasn't a. I guess it was a song, but so I kind of came of age in terms of listening to popular music, like right around like the year 2000, 99, like 2000. Like that's when I, like officially kind of plugged in, and I was like, oh, I want to see what I think it was kind of like the first time I recognized what MTV was. That's still they still played music back then.
Okay.
That way, still were doing it back then. It wasn't a lot, and I was watching a lot of TRL. But they were playing a lot of music back then, and I think probably probably the most galvanizing moment is I watched a music video from Green Day, who I went on to love and still love dearly. But it was a song of theirs from like 2000, kind of like this weird period like in their career where like it was the album like in hindsight was very like okay. But it's a song called Minority, and it's just this like little pop punk song. There's like nothing impressive about it. But in the act of there being nothing very impressive about the song, I would watch it like a couple times a week or something like that, however often it was on, and I was really compelled. Like I would kind of watch them play, and sometimes like in a music video when you watch a band play, like it's kind of true to form, and sometimes they're just sort of like acting and moving around. It's kind of hard to tell, but I watched that video intently enough that I was like, I think that guy. That like I just remember feeling like that looks easy. That looks really easy. And not in like a demeaning way or like, this dude's a hack. But it looked like there was honestly a level of it where I was like, if I would have been introduced to Van Halen, like first thing, I would have looked at it and said, that's hard. I'm not putting in the time and effort into doing that. That looks like it's going to take a long time to get there. But there was something about watching like a pop punk band in Green Day where I was like, I think I can do that. And I that was probably the catalyst to getting a guitar. And then I got a guitar and I started kind of playing chords around on it and fiddling around with it. But then what was really important for me is that I kind of learned how to play it on guitar, and then I was like, I wonder if I could play that on bass. And so I was like, he's probably doing the same thing. He just followed the basic chord structure. And then when I kind of figured it out on bass, I was like, I wonder if I could play this on drums. And there was a certain degree of honestly taking something that felt like I was capable enough to do it, like it was relatable enough that like that's not super unattainable, like I could do it, and then the challenge of wanting to do it. So really what ended up happening is I ended up getting the album, and I kind of learned the whole album like down. And that was sort of, that to me was like the crystallizing moment. It kind of starts with that song, but it's really more about their album Warning from like 2000 that I really like learned the whole album front to back. And it was like an encouragement for me at the time as like a young player who didn't really know what he was doing. I was like, I think I can do this and I can get away with it. So that was the one that really taught me how to play, and multiple instruments, frankly. So that was a big deal for me.
That's impressive. I mean, that one song you were just like, hey, I think I'm going to do guitar, then bass, then drums.
Yeah.
And that, I mean,
it looked just hard enough that I was like, this is going to take time. I won't be able to do it like I didn't do it in like a day or something like that. Like it took a while.
But still, that you were motivated enough to go, okay, I got that down. Let me try it on bass. Okay, I got that.
Because I completely fumbled my way into power chords, like alone. Yeah. Like I just one day I realized like, I think
that's what they're doing.
Important. So, yeah, it was probably Green Day.
Okay,
and that whole album. Yeah.
All right. D.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit convoluted for me. So I'll kind of go about it this way. So I had two major influences in terms of music. Growing up in church, so I had huge gospel, influences from 70s and 80s. And there's just a lot of drummers, a lot of songs, so I couldn't really like pinpoint like one specific or even a couple because they were all really huge because I had to learn it all, and playing songs all week, every week and that kind of a thing. It just it just imprints on you and becomes a part of who you are. So you had that, and then I also had, pop radio at the time, which, at that time was really cool because there was really a vast cross-section of songs.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was just, everything was on Top 40 radio, and, then obviously if you broke it down to various genres and stuff like that. But, the most important thing that I noticed when I was coming up was it was about the song, and it wasn't always about the beat per se. I was always really caught up in the melody, and I loved harmonies. So things like that had probably a little bit more of an effect on me than the drums itself. In terms of like, oh, I want to be a drummer. It's like, I think for a lot of kids when you're young, I mean, when you see someone playing the drums live and in person, that's just like, whoa, I want to do that. But you have no idea what that entails, and But so I really just took it upon myself to kind of figure it all out. But I mean, it literally there were so many people that influenced me from a playing standpoint, but more so from a song and a melody, because then you realize, well, what it is I'm supposed to be playing, rather than just making a bunch of noise, and because it doesn't make sense when you're just so you got to figure it all out. And so it took me a while, and the only way that I was able to do it was to sit there listening to records and paying attention to what the drummers are doing, what the song is doing. So those are probably the biggest kind of imprints for me in terms of that. It wasn't really a song or a player, but it was a lot, man. It was a lot. Yeah.
I remember you sharing with me when you first started playing drums that you didn't realize what exactly you were supposed to do. And so you would play the melody.
Yeah, I was playing the melody. I'm listening to the radio, and I'm like, dun, 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 and I'm like, something's just not.
Something
right.
doesn't sound the same.
All accents, all the time.
It doesn't sound the same.
Right.
And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact because I couldn't get the hi-hat thing down.
Okay.
Because that's you got to learn that independence.
Right.
In order for you to be able to facilitate the groove. And I just couldn't do that. Right. And so I just, my natural instinct was just I had the foot in the snare.
Okay.
But everything else was
I'll just play the melody.
Yeah, just play the melody.
Yeah.
So, but once I started getting that, and then it was like,
so when was there?
That was so
did you,
art school
Did you
of
see
you.
somebody? Yeah, that is
That's
art
super
school.
art school of you.
Totally.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Did you see another drummer play, or did you just it clicked
Well,
oh, now I get what I'm supposed to do?
No, it was a click type of thing. But I mean, I'd been watching drummers.
Sure.
But I just
it just didn't you didn't.
It didn't register.
Yeah.
Because I think at the time there's so much information.
Oh yeah.
As a drummer, you've got 4 limbs.
Oh yeah.
And then there's all the banging and the fills and the cymbals, and you're just like, I don't, how do you do all of that? But then when you listen to a recording on the radio or on an album, and you're listening to what the drummer's playing, he's playing these patterns, and you're like, okay,
right,
okay, there's a difference, you
right.
know? And so I had to fight through it and figure it out. And then, so, I mean, it was really cool because I was listening to, stuff that you wouldn't think would help.
Come on. I want to.
So,
say the Carpenters. Just say the Carpenters.
Oh, my God, don't even. Oh my God, that's a whole episode.
Yeah,
okay, so anyone who has listened to Rufus, Tell Me Something Good.
Right. Oh. Oh my God.
And if you play that song,
There's a lot to be learned in
on
that
the
song.
drums,
Whoa.
as it is on the recording, not what we all play it in the top 40 bands.
Right.
Sober.
As it is as it is on the recording, it's a mind trip.
Mm-hmm.
And so songs like that, or there was stuff like Cream or Hendrix, things where stuff would kind of turn around in odd places, And so you had to like figure out, okay, well, how do I stay? And that's where you had to.
That helps.
Timing.
You know,
Yeah.
and like a lot of those guys, especially like in the 60s and early 70s, you know, I mean, they weren't like tight players. They were loose.
Sure.
You know, it was, you know,
Right.
slide like that.
Yeah, no one's playing to a click.
You know, and so
There's none of that studio
you
stuff
had to-
like, you know,
yeah,
like
it's
playing
here.
to a grid.
It's in
Yeah.
here.
That's right.
stay on the grid.
Yeah.
So you had to like really like pay attention. And so those types of things really helped. And then so when you get to, you know, here's John Robinson, you know, tell me something good, who's just got you all freaked. You know, but then you turn around and, you know, he's on Michael Jackson's Off the Wall album. Just
Right.
solid, just
Right.
and you're sitting there going, "Oh, okay, that's what a drummer does." And then the other thing, that's like what an artist does. And you start, you know, at least for me, that's how I started viewing it.
Yeah. You're paying attention.
Yeah. And so, so once I got the hi hat down, then it was like, I'm smooth sailing. Let's go. Like
Right.
I can play songs now.
Right.
And especially when you grow up in the church, if you can't play a song, you're not playing.
Yeah.
So
Kyle's waiting right behind you, and he can't do nothing but 4 on the floor. But we'll hire
Kyle.
him in a heartbeat.
there
Kyle,
it is.
yeah, that's a real person in my life.
Kyle.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yes.
that's a story right there.
Oh yeah. It kind of is. Not really. It
That's a
kind
good
of.
one. Yeah, Kyle.
It's okay.
Yeah, are you talking about the same Kyle from Seattle?
No. No,
Oh,
I'm
you're
not.
talking about a different
No,
Kyle.
this is my own Kyle. No, that's a. You
That's
have to tell that story.
I will.
Right.
Another episode. We're gonna
Right.
set. Oh, that's.
Oh, I
that's
forgot
good.
about that.
That's
Oh,
a great
dude,
one.
how do you
Oh,
forget?
my God.
That's a great one.
Ooh.
So the first time we played in Seattle, this story is
No, we're
coming
going
up
there
next
now?
time.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yeah.
yeah, save
Yeah.
it.
No, we're saving it. I just have to like, you know, notate it for me in an audio way that I'll go. Oh yeah,
I'll send you a picture this week.
perfect. All right, so we do have some new people that have joined.
Hi, new people.
Jake has joined us. What's up, Jake?
Sup?
Sean is here. What's up, Sean?
Sup?
Kevin Getz.
Oriate.
Kevin Getz, what's up, man?
Sup?
Good to see you here.
Do we have any more questions?
We do have questions.
Sorry.
Feedback.
We do have questions.
These monitors are on a delay.
Let's see here. So,
Bring me your tired, your poor, your questions.
D, are you reading questions?
Yeah, Sean. You know.
All right, if you don't say it,
Well,
This
say
is
it
not-
so we can
this
all
is-
participate.
This is not a drum forum, Sean.
What's he asking?
All right. So his
Arif
first-
is outnumbered.
All right,
in the
here we
room
go. Here we go.
technically. He's
His-
technically
his-
outnumbered.
so
Hey, I can kind of
his
play.
first
Come
his
on.
first question is, "Hey D, traditional grip or not?"
Oh, here we go. Okay.
All grips are fine. Whatever floats your boat.
I've never seen you play traditional.
I used to a lot.
Why?
I will tell you why.
Tell me why.
I will give you. So
Let's get nerdy with
back in the day,
it. This is drummer talk.
Drum talk.
So back in the day,
Yeah.
I obviously, like a lot of us, watched a lot of Arsenio Hall
Okay.
and
Okay.
Chuck Morse was the
Yep.
drummer, and he played left-hand lead
Yeah.
on the hi-hat,
Yeah.
and it just was an osmosis thing that I started playing left-hand lead, and then it led to playing, for whatever reason, it just led to playing more traditional because I was kind of going back and forth.
You were jumping.
Yeah, and I couldn't
That's fun.
really, like, at least for me, it just felt weird trying to go back to match. Like, just to flip over my wrist would have been really easy.
Right.
But for whatever reason, I was already here.
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't
you
want to
know?
make that change. in the
So
middle.
I was just, and I would just go.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I did, and then I would be playing traditional left on the hi-hat. So yeah, so I was doing a lot of that, and then, you know, I started watching and listening to a lot of Vinny Colaiuta, a lot of traditional, you know, so a lot of that, you know, Dave Weckl. So, when I was really into that whole
All the Greek gods.
the whole kind of fusiony
Greek god.
Traditional
type
Greek
thing.
gods. Oh, yeah.
It was just a natural thing.
There's a hall for them.
And I actually kind of had to force myself out of it.
Out of it.
once I got into Olio.
Oh, it broke you.
Yeah, because everything was just more, rock oriented, and I just didn't need all the extra.
Used to be a jazz man
You
yourself.
better turn that wrist over if you want to rock.
I need all them extra notes.
You better turn that wrist over and get ghost
So that's how that goes.
All right, good question.
And then
Thank you, Sean.
So then Sean said, and then how spooky does your snare get?
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
I don't even know what that means.
Sean.
How spooky does your snare get?
Honestly,
We're going so
how
deep into
low
drum
does it
talk.
go?
It's a good question because I don't even think he understands it.
Is
I
that-
think
do you know what that means?
I don't know.
I mean, I have a take on it, but that's
What's
his
your
question.
take on it?
Nah, it's not
Spooky.
he
I
asked
don't-
you.
I don't know.
He asked you.
Spooky. Is he
My
talking
snare
about
drums
ghost notes? Spooky.
My snare drums don't get spooky. They just stay juicy.
What did he say?
He said he's a huge nerd. What can I say? Well, we know that already.
That's
Ah.
fine. Thank you, Sean.
Oh, he is talking about ghost notes.
Ha ha! Says the non-drummer in the room.
You
Yeah.
want a cookie?
Yes, I do.
Actually, I'm a huge fan of ghost
I
notes.
feel validated.
I love ghost notes.
I do too.
Good answer.
And I really wish they were back in popular music.
So put him back.
I'm just saying. I miss
Welcome back.
I miss hearing them on the radio
Great theme song.
along with real drummers. I'm sorry. I digress.
Ooh.
Let me stop.
All right. Is there any other
We
questions?
do have some other questions.
Are there any
All
other
right.
We do.
No,
We do have
drum
other
questions? I
Thank
would
you,
do drum
Sean.
talk all day too. But
So,
And thank you for coming to the shows because you rock, man. Thank
yeah,
you.
man. Thank you.
Joe, our buddy Joe from Sacramento, is asking,
Joe from
when are you playing
Sacramento?
Sacramento area?
What?
We're working on it. How about that? We're working on Sacramento. And he says, stay at Casa Flores. We love Casa Flores.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up. But
Yep,
he beat me to
because
it,
that's
so.
the best.
All right, cool.
So, yes, Joe, we are working on that.
Good question.
Excellent question. Then Melissa is asking, when are we coming back to Bisbee?
When are you guys gonna leave the room you're in right now?
And right, when are you coming back to Bisbee? And are you playing Side Pony this year?
That's interesting.
So that is the question.
Yeah, I love that festival too. I do.
It is a super fun festival.
I do.
Was it we just missed last year or was it 2 years in a row?
No, we just missed last year.
Okay.
Last year.
Because we did the Mesa
Yeah.
Music Festival.
Uh-huh.
We were invited for that. And it was the same weekend. So, Melissa,
Right.
we missed you in Bisbee. So we will figure out returning to Bisbee.
We might have to consider it.
Yeah.
We're working out all those kinks
hopefully
right now.
we'll have an album.
Yes. 3 more songs.
People just want us to tour.
3 more songs. 3 more songs. Okay,
Are those
good.
all the questions about when we're touring? That's no sense.
Rick asks, hey, Rick's in here. How
Rick.
about Seattle?
It's more touring questions.
More touring
Or
questions.
touring questions.
I guess we're booking it right now. It sounds
We're,
like it's
we're
being
working
booked.
on Seattle.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
All right, that's
We
two-
can set up
that's
another
2
show
cities.
with Triax.
Don't name drop.
Nope.
If you didn't do it last week, don't do it this week.
No one will remember.
Last week was the week to do it.
No one will remember. Someone's getting on the plane tonight.
Last week was the week.
Okay. Am I missing any other questions? Let's see. I know Brian was asking, talk about the guitar.
Talk about the guitar.
So
The
this-
guitar, the
sweet.
guitar was
Oh,
first
dude.
invented.
Custom guitar. Oh, sweet. Oh, bro.
There it is. He just encapsulated it in 10 seconds or
He
less.
gets one guy at every show. Dude, sick guitar. Is that a custom?
There you go.
I love that. Is that custom? No.
No, I bought it off the rack like this.
You can go to Guitar Center and get one right now.
So yes, this guitar was a gift from Beth and Bronco. It surprised me. It's a custom guitar, Bill Lawrence pickups I had put in there after the fact, and this thing sings. I love it. It's great.
I'm
There you go.
honestly surprised at the range of tones you get out of that guitar.
Yeah,
It's pretty impressive.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I do love this guitar. I do love it. All right, D, are there any other questions? Am I missing? Or did we get them?
People like the gear
I
talk.
think we got them.
People love the gear talk. We might need to figure out a
Rick
gear
just
thing.
wanted to know about Triax, and I just let him know that we will
Easy.
discuss that next week.
Easy.
Stay tuned.
Easy.
That's a good
That's, yeah.
a band we did a gig with.
Easy.
That's awesome. Ooh, that's so good. All right, so we are going to close out with one last song. I can't believe episode number 5. We're coming to
almost
a
there.
close.
We're already there.
The
Yeah,
file could go
we're already
corrupt
there. I mean,
also,
we're at what? We're at
we did-
8:14.
We did all our bits.
We did our bits, and we're gonna set up this next song,
Which is what?
which is shockingly, what a surprise! So if you've been to Vegas, you know the saying.
Yeah, we know it.
You know it.
Yeah.
And so you can figure out what the song's about once you hear the title and we get into the song.
Okay, wait.
if I remember it.
Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
remember it.
First song, New Year's Eve.
Yes.
We're gonna edit this out. We're gonna
New Year's
cut this
Eve.
out.
Second song
We're gonna cut right here,
was
The second song
and we'll paste later.
was Hard to Tame.
was hard to tame.
cut
Yes.
here,
Okay, and then we did.
and then
We
just
Make Love.
edit all this out,
And then
And now we're going to do this
and then
this
last
back
song.
in.
okay,
Yes.
so it's 50-50.
After
Yeah, it's
this
50-50.
moment.
50-50.
See?
So
It's even below 75%.
paste accordingly, right here.
Oh, wait. I'm not ready.
Hold on.
I knew it.
Now I'm ready. This song's called Get a Room.
Paste here.
When you start, don't ever stop. The way you move, I'm gonna pop. Feel the change, ever chemistry on the rise. What you do to me? Ooh, no time to wait around. Ooh, you got me spellbound. One thing left to do. Get a, let's get a room. Kissing and touching. Get a room. People are fussing. Get a room. Screaming and cussing. Get a room. Let's get a room. See me out. Making body. Mile high club. To the backseat. Burn the town. Gonna paint it red. On again. I think we need a man. No time to wait around. Yeah, I'm spellbound. One thing left to do. Get a, let's get a room. Kissing and touching. Get a room. People are fussing. Get a room. Screaming and cussing. Get a room. Let's get a room. Don't need a room with a view. Rocking the bed. We'll put it to good use. Change the sheets when we're through. Look at all this mess. One more party too. No time to wait around. Yeah, I'm spellbound. One thing left to do.
Get a room.
OMG!
Yeah.
Episode number 5. Coming to a close. Checking out the last bit of comments here. I didn't want to miss anything. I'm not missing anything.
What are
think
you
we're all
guys
good.
coming to?
When are you guys coming to... but listen. So, Inside the OMG is a private Facebook group. However, if you want to invite your friends, please do. Party's open. Have them click to join. We'd love more people in the Olio party, for sure. So I know some of you try to stream during the show, try to share our stream during the show, and it doesn't quite work if they're not a member. So we're going to hook you up and figure out a way, especially during the show, if you want to share with your friends. Have them join the group. We'll get them hooked up right away, and we'll work on those things. So, on behalf of Kelley and Dee and me, thanks so much for tuning in. Episode number 5, Inside the OMG. We will see you next Tuesday for episode number 6.
Paste here.
Number 6.
Cut here. And drop in here. Rolling sound speed. Lights.
Camera.
Action. Yeah. Hollywood magic. Yes. Hollywood magic.
Have a great week.